Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy Mike Apox back with another video. In this video, I'm going to be talking about coordination and communication, how to apply those, and some good examples from league matches and tournaments throughout the year about how pro teams execute it. So let's hop right into it. First one we're going to do is listen in with Royal Ravens from stage 1.
We killed Standy. We didn't kill Standy.
I'm going to just go ahead and let y'all listen to it, then I'll discuss it afterwards.
Reset dead, got two.
Nice.
Sandy dead.
Nice. Last guy's bank.
He's absolute. Come in, cubby, absolute. Rush him, trust. Yeah, who do you? Low. I'll get you pinched.
I'm pushing their right. Stay down.
Help me. Get my close
Stay
right.
down.
Close right.
Listen, have your whole pinch.
Over my left.
I've got your pictures. I'm in their corner out.
Is cubby open?
You flag.
No, I have everything. I'm helping you hold on.
Office jump open.
Yes, it is.
No, I have everything. Trust me. I have your whole pinch.
Stop, weak.
Office jump. Yeah.
Office, one more. Dead. No, that's 4, bro.
I'm getting out. Oh wait, no, you got.
Was that clean?
Yeah, it might have been, yeah.
No, not clean, not clean. Low dock to me. Low dock. 3.
Triple up.
Nice.
So basically from that listening, there's 3 things that I want to cover. So first off rip, they had good comms tracking down Standy. They're making sure when they're going to break that P1, they're tracking down Standy. They eventually traded him out. Then 2, after Trey came off spawn, he let the team know he had all of the pinch, all of the flank, he had their middle, everything. So there was like a little lapse of comms there. I think it's Gizmo. I'm not sure his voice, but I'm pretty sure Gizmo is saying that the jump window is open. He's saying, no, I got it. As soon as they get the forward down, Trey instantly gives up his position, rotates over here towards docks. And this is an important thing as well. He asks if it's clean. So what that means is, in squad spawns, if you get a forward dead and you're pushed up too far, there's a very high chance that you're flipping them. So the fact that they were asking if that even happened is great. Also, Trey confirmed that it didn't happen, so everybody on the map was able to like react accordingly. And then even off that spawn, all 4 of them spawn back P3. They were still able to get the first couple kills here and make best out of that situation. Okay, so the next one is going to be Seattle Surge versus Boston Breach. It's from Major 2 or Major 4, sorry. Okay, so here. This is how I would say that you can make a situation that's not in your favor. You could spin it in your favor. And let's see how it plays out.
Inside of the HP, Vivid goes for 1, not the second. The SMGs continue to trade while the ARs do the damage around the outside. And speaking of such, TJ may have found the lane. Put some bullets into Mac. None of them land, but he could have an advantage when it comes down to positioning, but not going to happen. Seattle find all 4.
And that's the worst case scenario right there for Boston, because now the spawns do flip. Seattle just have to turn around.
All right, I'm just going to pause it there. That's just the main point of it. Okay, so initially Seattle lost the rotation, and P3 is actually a pretty important hill on this map. Controls the flow of the game a lot, I would say. And it actually worked out in Seattle's favor a lot here. So they lost the initial couple kills on the rotation, but Mac made a pretty simple but impactful play, went to the hill, popped a 2-piece. Like, that's not going to happen every single time, but situations like that do happen often. So he's able to pop a 2-piece. They were able to get a trade off their spawn. They immediately recognized the flip. They were able to turn around together and then coordinate a setup from there. Even though they didn't have the best setup, like Dante was supposed to go to tower here off spawn. He doesn't end up going to tower, but they still end up making it work here. Actually, not Dante. I misspoke on that one.
None of them land,
but even though they left the tower side of the map completely open, they were to get the kills, and then boom, they realized, okay, nobody's here. They realized for a flip again. So at the start of the hill, they were only up 7. At the end of the hill, they were positive 37. And then it allowed them to chain into a P4 and just blow them out for the rest of the map. So even situations like that where it may seem like it's chalk and you have to like do some perfect kind of play. I mean, yeah, Mac just walked in the hill, popped a 2-piece, and his team played around him and made that 2-piece like worth it, or impactful, I should say. Okay, this next one, Toronto Ultraverse phase. This is Major 3 losers finals, I'm pretty sure. And this is a situation where I just want to highlight Vance's comms. Like, this is like when an IGL is actually super impactful on the team. So let's just like listen to what he has to say. So they're able to get a break from the front of P3, which is not the easiest thing to do. Confirms a flip. Everybody reacts accordingly. Okay, so now I want to highlight CleanX. Obviously, we're watching CleanX, but this is great discipline. Knows there's one there, and knows because of Old Hill is still up there, they're when he's spawning in front of him here. Sees 2 people here, takes his one, but instead of challenging this, he stays and he waits. And they all collapse on a BZ he had called out originally, And then now Bance is saying push out the left, push out the left, push out the left.
We are back into it. The
So
crowd ripping
even though it's very short, like a very short segment of that listening, his comms were able to bring the team together. They're able to efficiently do something as a unit, and it actually played out flawlessly. That was actually like S grade fucking teamwork right there. So that's super typical out of them. All right, then our last clip is going to be New York versus LAT. This is grand finals of Major 4. This is just really good gameplay out of 100 Thieves. Okay, so they get the first couple kills or dead. So now look, as soon as their teammate spawns, they have the information that they flip. So now look at the arrows. Accordingly, everybody moves, draws up bumps out of time. Now they're holding a setup here. So the important part, or there's a couple things about this that are important, but they bumped off time towards where the pressure was coming from to like efficiently cut those people off. But then it doesn't actually end up working out. But you have somebody like Octane that's going to provide that solid structure for you. It pretty much just bails him out here. Gets 2 kills, Draza gets 2. Boom, AR's cleaned it up. And this is a good chunk of time. Last 30 seconds on this will bring them to a 100-point lead almost. And Octane, again, he gets a kill, turns around, he recognizes the spawns, and he doesn't have to move. Like, a lot of players would make the mistake of trying to push up towards P1 with Envoy, as Envoy's here on outer. It allows, like, it's just a basic main AR play. You just post up, you get kills, control the flow of the game, and even though this play doesn't work out here for Envoy, it still opens up opportunities on the map, and it allows them to control the pace of the game. Like, they don't have any control for P1 here. They're gonna have to start from a full rotation, but they still lock down that P5, put a lot of pressure up on the map. Like, didn't really give New York a lot of room to breathe. Okay, so that's gonna be it for the coordination and communication video. If you guys have any other questions, comments, concerns, drop it in the comment. I'd appreciate if y'all drop the like, share with your homie that has no teamwork, you know what I'm saying? Get your boys right kind of thing.